Hi there. Thank you for joining us for Hobbies, Crafts, and Collectibles here on WEIU. I'm your host, Duska Cornwell. Tonight is a magical night. We'll be talking with Andy Anderson from Charleston, Illinois, and we've got Alice Johnson from Allenville, Illinois with us to share her thimble collection. Stay tuned. With us this evening is Alice Johnson from Allenville. Thank you so much for joining us, Alice.
Well, thank you for asking me.
And you brought along a wonderful collection of thimbles. I have to know, do you sew?
Yes, I always have.
Always have. Started as a child, or?
Oh yeah, I started at home when I was little. Mother always had us sewing, playing on the sewing machine or something, and just always stayed with it.
Okay, so what made you start collecting thimbles from your trade?
Well, mainly when I started quilting. My husband's grandmother bullied me into the quilting part.
Oh.
But after she did, I liked it. And then I got to where I started using thimbles and that, and I just started buying one here and one there. And
it grew. So how many years ago would that have been, do you think?
it's been at least 20 years ago
Okay.
that I've been collecting them and getting them.
So you started about 20 years ago, and now as of 2011, how many do you think you have?
A little over 2,000.
A little over 2,000.
Yeah.
Where do you put them all?
Well, on my kitchen wall.
Okay.
And in the hallway.
Well, the great thing about them is they don't take up a lot of space. That must be pretty
Well,
cool.
My husband says otherwise.
Yeah. I have to show you a picture. Here's just one wall. This isn't all of them, but this picture is awesome. This is your kitchen wall, right?
One of
Now,
them.
are these special display boxes that were made for thimbles? Are they printer boxes or
No,
what?
my husband made them.
Your husband
just-
made them
Yeah,
to contain them, huh?
to get them up out of everywhere else.
I see. Well, very cool. And he also gave you another special gift. So I want to show this before we move on.
That one I like.
This one is so neat. Now, he made this? This is a board. It depicts the United States, and it has a place for collectible thimbles from every state. Now, you told me this was a few years ago, and is it pretty much full now?
All but about the 2 states up in the Northwest.
Okay.
I've got them all but them 2.
Okay, so if anybody out there.
In Oregon?
Now, did you go to all these places and collect them, or have you had them sent? So
Well,
you've traveled?
in the United States, we've got them on vacations and that.
That's wonderful. Now, is your family kind of into it now when they go someplace? Do they look for thimbles?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you threaten them?
Friends and family.
Don't come back unless you got me a thimble?
Well, I had one friend brought me one back from China. She went on a church group and brought me one back. And then I had a nephew that went to Australia that he coached a football team, some kind of football team, and he's always wanted me to do sewing, so he brought me back a thimble.
I see, I see. And that's what the thimbles are, for anyone who just doesn't realize what a thimble is. You'd actually put it on your thumb. It's the...
No, not your thumb.
Oh, your finger.
You put it on your finger. Yeah.
Oh, so but it is the
It's to push the needle
push
through.
the needle through.
Yeah, you hold the needle here and then push it
So
through.
if I'm doing this,
yeah,
I'm in trouble.
you can hold a needle.
Never sewn with a thimble. So you put it on your finger, and that would be the middle one usually?
And you hold your needle with these 2, and then you push it through with.
Gotcha. And then there's little places on the top of a thimble. Let me show you one that might show up a little bit better. This one's cool. It's John Wayne. But you can see then on the top of the thimble, there are little holes. There, that one almost looks like a golf ball on top.
Just little indentions.
Yeah, little.
You
They're
don't
not
want
really
a hole.
holes, no, because then your needle would go through, and that would defeat the whole purpose of having a thimble, wouldn't it? So just little indentions. Now, I was reading about thimbles because I thought, I really don't know much about their history, and used to, what I heard was they actually did all of the little indentations by hand before they started stamping out the metals
Well,
and
see,
stuff
now
that
here's
they
one
used.
that's got rubber in the top of it.
Oh, this one's got rubber in the top. That's interesting. Now, I read that the first thimble, actually, that's the earliest one that's been found, was Roman. And it was found in the 1st century, made of bronze. But since then, of course, every
they're-
material.
Yeah.
There have been. I heard that royalty actually used to have them carved out of jewels, like a whole jewel.
Ivory sometimes.
It's an ivory and bone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They
and
make-
so that is really fascinating to me. So porcelain is a popular one.
Your
Pewter.
porcelain ones are more or less just for show.
Are they? You wouldn't
Yeah,
really use.
you really
the
no, you
porcelain
wouldn't.
ones.
You could, but it would. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not your thimble of choice.
Well, I mean, they're slick on the top,
Sure.
and the needle slides off them sometimes if you're not really careful.
Gotcha. Now you sew. Do you use a thimble then when you hand sew?
Oh yeah,
What's your material of choice when you are using a thimble?
usually cotton because I do it when a piece quilts and that,
I see.
and use the thimble to helps.
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. So I want to, she has thousands. We don't have thousands here with us today, but I want to talk about some of your favorites. What are some of your favorite ones that you've collected over the years?
Well, my favorite ones are these here. I got the Shirley Temple one. It's from her movie, The Littlest Rebel.
I love Shirley Temple movies. So
And
this would have been,
That's an advertising thimble for the Shirley Temple movie.
I see. Is that, would that be made out of a celluloid? An early plastic? I
Yeah,
guess?
just an early plastic.
Yeah. Awesome. So we have Shirley, we have
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
And hers was, I don't think it had a name on it of what show it was for.
Right, just her name.
And then John Wayne was,
This is the Duke.
yeah.
John Wayne. These are great. So a lot of
And then there's one for the World's Fair.
oh, this is
in
1933, the World's Fair. What I love about that, some of them are commemorative for events. Some of them were made for advertising.
A lot of the plastic ones and the little metal ones like this were advertising thimbles.
Oh, okay.
But they were given away with different representatives.
Now this says Vanta baby garments on it, and it says no pins, no buttons on their baby garments. Good to know.
I don't know how they keep them on, but
They sew them right onto the kid. That's neat. And
but
what's
then
this one?
that's a state representative from some state. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, for state representative. Lewis Block. So the advertising for political campaigns. This one, when we were setting them out, I saw a Charleston one.
Yeah, that one.
So I
Harry
have to show that
Grafton.
one. Harry F. Grafton. He was the county clerk in Coles County at some point. Doesn't have a year on it, so I don't know my local political history very well.
It's been a long time since he's been in office.
Oh, that's cool. Now, explain these huge thimbles to me. What are these? We've got some.
These are shot glasses,
These are shot glasses.
but they have the saying on them, just a thimbleful. If you turn them up the other way,
I see.
they've got the,
just a thimbleful, it
Yeah.
says, stamped on
and
the
that's what
side.
this one and both of those are.
Oh, this is pretty in the cobalt. Now, see, I'd put a candle in there, not necessarily a shot of whiskey, but.
Well, I don't want the whiskey in it, but I'm not afraid about candles either.
Oh, those are fun. So, you have a neat collection up here of the porcelain ones I wanted to show as well. It's the Princess Diana ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand those
Those are-
over. Those are neat.
That was my Christmas present this last year.
Oh, okay. So it's got
My husband had my granddaughter go online and
so it's got the Prince Charles, and then it's got a picture of both of them at their wedding.
then they put the baby.
And the baby. You can see a little bit there. Wow, there's just such a variety. Now, one of the most interesting ones, when we were pulling them out, I was like, whoa, what's this little furry guy here? What state is he from? Anybody know? He's made of seal. That's your hint. So where is he from?
He's from Alaska.
Okay. Did you go to Alaska?
No, a girlfriend of my other sister's in there found out I collected them, and she sent me that one.
I see. That is so
it's-
much fun.
It's different.
So where's the farthest one away that you've got, you think?
Well, either the one from China or the one from Australia. I didn't bring either one
Okay.
of them. I don't.
Okay, so all over the world.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is fun. Well, is there, I don't know much about the collection of thimbles. Like I said, I was kind of reading up on it a little bit. Do you know that there's a name for a person now who collects thimbles? It's not in the English dictionary, so I think it must be more recent. But do you know what you're called? It's a digitabulist.
Okay.
Yes. So a digitabulist is
That's
a
better than my children. They call me the Thimble lady.
the thimble lady. Well, that works too. That works too. Now I noticed too, one of the collections that we have on the wall behind us is all of the presidents, up to Obama. Though we don't have
Yeah,
Obama
I don't
yet.
have Obama.
But that's a pretty extensive collection just in and of itself. What other groups, I guess, of thimbles have you collected? You said you had like precious moments?
Oh, I've got several precious moments, and then I've got a lot of the Disney characters.
Okay.
And I've got several Coca-Cola, but it's just really not one group. And
Sure, and they can get really fancy. Like this one, this is Limoges from France. This is beautiful. I won't even take it out. I'll leave it in its nice little soft, cushy place. But one of the more fun, you've got fancy. You've got the Beatles. This is fun.
Yeah.
Where did you acquire one from the Beatles? Now this is Paul McCartney. Was there one for every person?
there's
See,
four
who do we
of 'em.
have? We've got Ringo, and
Oh, that's not
you can have
him.
one on each finger. We've
There's
got Paul.
one. And there
And we've
should be
got
one. There.
John.
There's the other one.
And George.
There's the
Do you ever do finger puppets with it?
no, I haven't.
You could have some fun.
But
Or the grandkids could have some big fun. So every Christmas, do you pretty much expect that you're going to get thimbles?
no, that's the first Christmas I've ever got thimbles.
Really?
Yes, from the family, from my family and that. But I had complained enough about not having any Princess Di that I think they finally took the hint.
I see. The subtle hint, yes. Well, these are just so much fun. Thank you so much for bringing them and sharing them with us. And we'll be on the lookout now, high and low, for especially from the Northwest. We'll be
Now, see,
looking for
this
some of
is
those.
the pretty one.
Oh, this is so
That's
cool.
a little gold thimble.
Wow. Is it real gold?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is it real gold?
My husband would have
Is that
sold it
what
if it was.
Gotta watch him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What does that say, from Germany?
I think so.
That is really neat. It has its own little velvet case. Well, these are just so much fun. And I'm thinking my husband might like this better than some of the things I collect because of the tininess of it.
Oh, you got to lay it down.
Okay.
You've got
Oh,
it
I
standing up.
see. I see.
Yeah.
You've got to lay it down.
Then it snaps on. Or it doesn't snap on, but it.
Well, thank you so much, Alice, for bringing all of your collection, part of your collection here today, and for enlightening us a little bit about the variety that we have in thimbles out there. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Sure thing. I'm excited to introduce to you Andy Anderson from Charleston, Illinois. Thank you for coming, Andy.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
I'm excited because I have no idea what's going to happen during this interview.
I don't either.
Andy's a magician, the consummate performer, and he's got a red box, and that's all I know. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for coming.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. So tell me, first of all, before we get into the magic and the illusions, what got you started in magic?
Well, when I was in 4th grade, I had a teacher, a substitute teacher came in, and she said that as we did well in a particular subject, she'd show us a magic trick. Well, that was exciting to me, so I thought that'd be great. And I never got to see any magic tricks, but it was fun anyway. So I got interested at that point, and then started reading about Houdini and started doing rope escapes and things of that nature. And got a book on spooky magic when I was in 5th grade, and started just playing around with it, basically.
Sure. Awesome. So have you pretty much kept doing magic all through your
No,
childhood? and your
no, I
adulthood,
quit.
or-
I got into music
Oh,
and was
okay.
doing music for years, and that was my great interest at that time. And
see.
was in a gospel rock band, and during that time, some of the times that we did our ministry, I'd use a little bit of magic to demonstrate things, as I do now. So that was the basic work I did then. But then when I got too old for rock and roll,
Are you
I
ever
said-
too old for rock and roll?
yes, you are. Yes,
What
you are.
age is that, by the way? I mean,
I don't know, but it happened. And so then I started getting back into magic. I did a birthday party for a friend of ours. Their little son wanted to have a birthday party. So I said, sure, I'll put something together. And I did that. And one of the parents said, say, could you do it for my child? And it began snowballing, and people started saying, yeah, we'll even pay you to do it. And so I thought,
Wow,
hey,
yeah.
I'll do that.
Bonus.
So So it's been like that. That was 91 that I started doing that, and then
Okay.
started doing it professionally. And around 95, 96, I started marketing a little bit. And
I see. Well, see, I got to see Andy perform. I was out at Lincoln Log Cabin. This has been several summers ago, but you did a great old-time magician's act, and
Yes.
my son and I both, we were enthralled. In fact, my son was one of the boys you had come up and kind of help him, so he has a great memory of that. And I've got pictures of you actually
I
doing
see.
some of your
I see.
magic. So it's kind of
actually
fun to
kept
have,
those.
to have it all come back around and I get to talk to you. So, what is your favorite type of illusion to do?
Comedy. I'm an entertainer, so I like to use the magic as a prop, basically, and just entertain people. I love to make people smile and laugh and have a good time. We don't have enough of the family entertainment like that anymore.
That's right.
So I enjoy doing it that way.
Good and wholesome and fun.
Exactly right.
Awesome.
And I do close up, and I don't really do a lot of large illusions. I did some, but I lost some things in a garage fire,
Oh, wow.
and rebuilt up from there. But mainly, what I do is smaller props, shows that I can do in people's homes. I do festivals and fairs and things of that nature.
I'm dying to know what's in the red box.
I brought a gift for you.
A gift.
A gift. Yeah.
All right.
Inside this simple gift box is the secret to all my magic. It's the amazing lemon.
Well, that doesn't look scary at all.
Well, no, it's just you can touch it there. See, it's just a simple lemon. It looks like a simple lemon. You know, lemons give it a bad rap because people say they buy a bad car. What do they get? I got a lemon. Lemons are great because they're antibacterial, the juice is.
Okay.
And they're great in your water to liven up a drink.
So true.
But these lemons, this particular lemon is an amazing lemon.
What
and
makes it amazing?
Would you like to see that?
I would.
I'm glad you asked. Because now this isn't a card trick.
Okay.
But I use these cards, in this case, it's going to be used for a mind experiment, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So we're going to use your mind. I like people to do the trick myself. I like for them to see that they have these qualities that are magical.
You're going to bring out my magical side, huh?
Right.
All right.
So like I say, these are just props that I use here. Now I'd like for you to clear your mind, Jessica.
That's not hard.
You're doing it rather well. Just don't think of it. It is actually it is difficult to clear your mind. Just let your mind go blank. I have the two of hearts I always keep on the cards, the top of these cards, because I want to write something on the two of hearts here. But just let your mind be a blank slate, just as if you know how we get when we start reading a tax form or something, just like that.
Yes.
You know, I can't read your mind. Nobody can do that. But I can allow things to be inserted into your mind if you allow that.
Okay.
You know, there are times I can look at my beautiful wife's eyes, and I can tell. She doesn't even have to say a word, and I know she wants me to pick the socks up off the floor. It's things like that. This is the same kind of thing. So just clear your mind,
Okay. Pretty clear.
and when I get the point where, okay, now if you could do this, pick the lemon up,
Yes.
put it on your forehead.
I can do that.
Okay. All right. Just a second. And we'll get this.
I have a sneaking feeling that this
Yeah.
isn't really part of the trick. You're just making me.
No, this is the amazing lemon. This is most important.
Okay.
Okay, now you can put that down now.
Okay.
While that's drying, I'm just going to show you some cards here.
All right.
And I want you to focus on any one of those cards. You see you have a choice there. Just focus on one. When you see that one you're focusing on, say, I see it.
I see it.
Okay. Now you can change your mind. You sure that's the one you want?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Tell everyone here now what card it is. Doesn't matter if I hear, you'll see why.
Okay, it's the Ace of Clubs.
The Ace of Clubs. Why the Ace of Clubs? Anything special about the Ace of Clubs at all?
No, it was just the most hidden card there.
Well, it is. That's the card I wanted you to choose, was the Ace of Clubs.
Oh, you're
So-
kidding me.
So if, now here's the next part. Take the amazing amazing.
Amazing lemon.
I use the orange sometimes too. On the Ace of Clubs, we have written
crazy.
on the Two of Hearts, I'm going to turn it over like that, tap the top
With
with the
this?
amazing lemon. Right. And you see what happens is that the Ace of Clubs comes right at the top off of the Two of Hearts, just like that.
Oh my goodness.
And that's done with the amazing lemon. That's that simple. So
Wow.
there you are.
That is amazing, Andy. You're right.
Thank you. Is that fun though?
That was a lot of
See,
fun.
the main
I'm
thing is it's
standing right
fun.
here, and yes, it's totally fun. I love that.
Now, would you like to do something else, or do you want to
Make
see?
lemonade?
We can do that. Yes. Very gentle now.
Oh, sorry.
I need to borrow a $1 bill. If someone has a $1 bill,
yep, yep, yep.
so
Let me check.
as you can see, I bring some just in case somebody doesn't have any.
I know I have some. I had lunch earlier. Here you go.
Now, how long have you had this $1 bill?
Short time.
A short time. Is it very special to you at all?
Not really.
It isn't. Well, what I want you to do is to to keep track of this, I want you to take that part of it right there.
Okay.
We're going to fold this up right here.
Starting to have second thought.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. We're just going to fold that up into a nice little pack because I want to show you something that's a little demonstration here
Okay.
that people aren't aware of. If we smash this into a little packet,
Okay.
people aren't aware. Now, I can tear that very easy, as you can see. But if we have it into a little packet like this, it's very difficult to tear. In fact, it's very difficult to do something else. If you'll take that little, that's not a thimble, but if you'll take the cover off there,
Okay.
all right, it's also impossible when a bill's folded up like that
He's burning my money.
to burn it. In fact, it's impossible to light a match. As you can see, it doesn't burn. Right.
What was
Okay.
that
Well, so that's the end of this one. Well, sometimes it happens. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't use the amazing lemon here. We should have rubbed it with the amazing lemon.
Oh.
Otherwise, and see.
Should
Otherwise,
we stop, tape, and redo it?
no. That's
Okay.
that's.
It's like gone.
Wait. You know, nothing can be created or destroyed,
Okay.
right? Everything is still existence, even if it burns up. The molecules are still there in the atmosphere
That's so
somewhere.
true.
So if you'll take the amazing lemon, just
Okay.
hold it over a few of the fumes that are coming out of there. Now that can not only pick up those molecules, it can also clone those molecules. Now if you'll take the knife, this is not an amazing knife, this is a knife out of my wife's kitchen drawer, which I hope she doesn't find out about,
Okay.
and just cut it open around the perimeter of the orange or the lemon.
I know I'm supposed to cut away from me, but
Yeah,
I never really
that's okay.
listened to my mother when she said
And just tear it open there, if you would,
Okay.
please.
We are making lemonade. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
See, this is delicious juice. Oh, there's something in there too. You probably want to take that out of there and unroll it. You didn't know you get lemon
my
juice all over your
goodness.
hands, did you?
No, I didn't. Okay, I'm unrolling it.
Okay.
Smells
And if
good.
you look at it closely, the molecules have gone back completely together, oh, except for the piece that was torn out, which should match right there. In fact, to make even certain, do the serial numbers line up there?
Yes.
Okay.
They
so,
totally line
ladies and
up.
gentlemen, the amazing lemon.
The amazing lemon with the amazing Andy. That is incredible. Oh, this is so much fun.
Great. And not only that, but you get to keep your dollar.
Wow.
And the amazing lemon. But
Yeah, I
I
was
get
gonna say.
I get the thimble back.
I get to make lemonade. That is so much fun, Andy. Thank you. I don't
You're
know how
welcome.
you did that.
Now,
I
if you
have no
want
idea.
if you want another dollar that's not ripped, that's okay, but you can.
That's quite all right.
that one
It
up
was totally
there.
worth the dollar.
Great.
Yeah.
It was for me too.
That is fun. Well, what's your most enjoyable trick that you always
Actually,
like to watch?
I enjoy this. That I like to
Yeah.
watch. I like to watch Lance Burton and his doves. I do some dove work in my shows.
Okay.
But he's a master. Lance Burton. Some people don't even know the guy who is, but
Yeah, I've heard of him. I think I may have seen him once or twice on
and
television.
Dwayne Laughlin.
Dwayne
He's-
Laughlin.
And Andy Dallas, who owns Dallas and Company in Champaign. He actually has been my mentor for years.
Oh, okay.
And taught me a lot of the things that I do. And I still, we have club meetings every month, which I haven't been to for quite a while. But
Well, this is a really great trick, and I bet the faces. I can see kids, especially, really getting into.
oh, yeah, kids love it. But you know what's neat is that whenever I say, would you like to see some magic? And the adults say, oh, yes, my little son here would like to watch. But the kids trying to watch because the parents are going, let's see that.
Yes.
So it's the parents who use their kids for that excuse, don't we all?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I wish we had tons more time to see more tricks, but we are
That's
out
fine.
of time. And this was so much fun. Maybe we'll just have to have you back again.
Oh, I'd be glad to do it.
Well, thank you very much for coming and sharing your hobby with us,
My
Andy.
pleasure. Thank you very much. Blessing to you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I had a great show, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you know someone that we should be talking to on the show, Hobbies, Crafts, and Collectibles, then contact us at the information on your screen. We'll see you next time.